Huge predator caught on hidden trail camera. Trail cams are basically to capture the activities happening in the wild, but sometimes it captures something pretty unusual. Want to see some of these such unique predators which were caught in the forest? This video's all about it, so without any further ado, let's get started. Number 1. ALLIE Ladd, a camera trapper extraordinaire from Byron, is the one responsible for taking the picture. He has given some incredible still and moving photographs as well as videos from some of his favorite locations in western Maine. Because of the animal's proximity to the camera and the angle at which the photo was taken, this one was definitely more on the peculiar side, and it even gave off a little unsettling vibe. Your list of possible answers was long and varied, consisting of such things as a bear, moose, porcupine, and even a tree. There were, of course, a number of pranksters who responded with ridiculous theories such as Bigfoot and the Chupacabra. Many of you, roughly 1/3 of you, correctly identified the image as the southern end of a moose traveling in the opposite direction, which may not come as much of a surprise. Tail on a cow moose, he said. After zooming in, I discovered what appeared to be eyes, and then after that I noticed the nose, mouth, a tooth, and a beard. Moose are scratching the region to get rid of ticks or getting rid of their old winter fur. According to Ladd's estimation, the moose weighs somewhere between 600 and 700 pounds. It was revealed that the photograph that was supposed to be a mystery was actually a closer look at the moose, and it showed a calf standing right next to the mother. As soon as Laurie Reynolds Turner saw the animal, she immediately recognized it as a moose and shared a picture of it on the Bangor Daily News' Facebook page. In the picture, the moose is in the same position as in the original, although it is farther away. Anna Smith of Philadelphia deserves praise for providing the answer that demonstrates the most original thinking to the question regarding the identification of the unknown species. Number 2. An unusual image that was taken on camera outside of a zoo in Texas has wildlife specialists and local officials perplexed by the sight of an upright animal that appears to be walking about in the middle of the night. The photograph has sparked rumors that the creature depicted could be the fabled Chupacabra, a mythical vampire beast that preys on animals for its blood, or it could be some other peculiar cryptid. Now it appears that nobody has a better suggestion to provide. The snapshot was uploaded to Facebook by the city of Amarillo, which is located in North Texas. On May 21st at approximately 1:25 in the morning, the still image was captured by a game camera that was installed outside of the Amarillo Zoo. Michael KASHUBA, the director of Amarillo's Parks and Recreation, told CBS News that the photograph was shot at a park area just outside the zoo that isn't used all that much. Members of the zoo staff were looking through recent film and stills captured by game cameras when they stumbled across the peculiar image. The cities refer to the figure as an unidentified Amarillo object. According to KASHUBA, the gaming camera that produced the still image of the mysterious monster can only produce still images and not video footage. The frightening picture has sparked a lot of speculation on the internet, including jokes suggesting that the animal is the picture of either Sonic the Hedgehog or Rocket Raccoon. Perhaps it was just a strange person dressed up in a costume acting strangely. Is it even possible that it may be Senator Ted Cruz? Number 3. This raccoon was attempting to scale the tree in order to get to the bird feeder that was perched at the very top of the tree so that he and his pals could get some food. Unfortunately for him, he was unable to have access to the feast. However, he did scatter the bird seeds over the area so that his buddies who were starving might eat them. It's likely that this act of generosity got some points in comparison to other similar acts. Who can say for sure? Number 4. Have you ever seen a deer fight? It would appear that there will be a surge of interest in the sport of wrestling in the jungle. They are only allowed to use their 2 hands, therefore it should come as no surprise that this is the kind of fight that we should all prefer to witness in real life rather than on the screen, don't you think? Number 5. Raccoons are completely unfazed by anything, including the presence of a deer that is 5 times their size and 10 times their strength. They are simply preoccupied with things in their own world. It appears as though they are not concerned with paying attention to the deer's attempts to frighten them, despite his best efforts. It would appear that they are not frightened at all by the deer, and this is a cute little thing. You definitely don't want any of the other deer to witness this. Number 6. You might have heard in the past about some weird interspecies friendships, such as dogs being friends with ducks or cats being friends with goats, and here's yet another bizarre example of that type of friendship. The image captured by the trail camera shows a cat riding shotgun on the back of its buffalo companion. Because the buffalo doesn't appear to be overly worried with his feline rider, we have little choice but to infer that they are the best of friends, despite the unlikely pairing of animals. Buffalo don't have the reputation for being particularly demanding maintenance pets. In point of fact, they spend the majority of their lives on the plains. However, it has always been documented that some of them also live in river valleys and woodlands. For a significant number of years, buffalo and bison were an essential component of the North American plains ecosystem. Buffalo have always been one of my favorite animals since they always appear so kind. Number 7. This is one of those pictures that you have to look at more than once to figure out what's going on. If you only look at it once, you won't know. At first glance, it looks like a deer or something that looks like a deer running away from a dangerous animal. It doesn't seem so strange, does it? In any case, a closer look at the animal thought to be dangerous shows that it is different from every other living thing on Earth right now. The mystery species looks like it has the body of a monkey, which is not an animal that lives in the forests of the United States in any way. If what looks like a pair of wings are sitting on top of the creature's shoulder blades, then the famous work of fiction, The Wizard of Oz, might not be as made up as we thought. Number 8. You are driving through your neighborhood when you spot the typical white-tailed deer that inhabit suburban areas in a vacant field. You've been coming across so many more of these deer as of late that you scarcely even notice them anymore. Then, your attention is drawn to a brief glimpse of white. It's a white-tailed deer, so what will you do? You come to a stop so that you can take in this magnificent creature's remarkable appearance. It is valuable and uncommon looking. Nature indeed is beautiful, and it can sometimes prove that to us in uncanny ways. Number 9. A remarkable scene was caught on camera by this trail cam. In this picture, we can see an otter being stealthy and getting away with something in its mouth. When you zoom in a little bit, you'll notice that the otter is actually carrying a sizable fish in its mouth between its teeth. This otter must have possessed some incredible talents in order to successfully capture such a large fish, but it appears that he was successful and will now be able to feast on a substantial dinner. When it comes to catching prey, otters use their intelligence to their advantage. They're able to detect movements of prey in the water with the assistance of their vibrissae. Once they have found their prey, they pounce on it and grab it with their teeth as swiftly as possible. Otters with huge paws typically carry their food in their paws as they consume it. They are able to quickly consume little fish while swimming and save their larger prey for when they are on land. Number 10. The usage of trail cameras isn't restricted to more familiar regions. This tiger was captured using a trail camera in the middle of the Amazon. Only the general outline and a few scattered stripes give away the animal's true identity as a tiger. After a mud bath in the heat of the summer, it looks more like a tiger-panther hybrid than a tiger. It is possible for the largest tigers to reach a length of 10 feet and a weight of 400 pounds or more. Due to their massive build, they're able to use their weight to their advantage. They may knock down and hold down their victim with their massive weight, and despite that massive size, they possess incredible strength and speed. Hey, that's all for today's video. If you want to see more videos just like this one, all you gotta do is like this video and subscribe for more.